It's Week 17 of the NFL, and the question is, are you ready for some football? It's the Dolphins and the Bengals, and it's coming up next on Madden Football.
It is a brisk night in the Midwest as we bring you football from Paul Brown Stadium in the Queen City, Cincinnati, Ohio. Tonight, it's the 512th and final game of the regular season, and we've got a good one between the Miami Dolphins and the Cincinnati Bengals. This will be fielded inside the 5. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23.
Here we go.
Now whistles, and we've got a man down. A man down here following the kickoff. While the trainers take a look, we'll step aside. The former second-round pick, this is Joe Mixon. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
From the shotgun, it's Burrow. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And now look at this, big gain, but a fumble. And this is picked up by the Dolphins. So here come the Dolphins now as they get set to take over on offense. And now before the ball changes hands, they're going to take a look at this just to make sure that they have it right. Now the question, was the knee in fact down before this ball comes loose? And is the video convincing enough to overturn?
It's Madden NFL 22 on EA Sports. And the question is, are you ready for some football? It's the Dolphins and the Bengals next on EA Sports.
Here's Jason Sanders now to get this one started. And off we go to wrap up a great Sunday of football. And they will elect to not bring this one out as our first drive will begin at the 25. Here are the Bengals on offense, and here is Joe Burrow ready to lead them at quarterback.
And he's had a great season so far throwing the football. Very likely could go over 4,000 yards with a good performance here. And even in an age of passing first, that is no small accomplishment.
Now Burrow on first down. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Give the sack to Jerome Baker. A CD, so often we talk about quarterbacks holding on to the ball too long. Well, we can't say that there. He had no time to do much of anything.
Yeah, and this time it's going to come from the middle linebacker because watching the lineman, it seemed to me that they thought he was going to drop back into pass protection, but he surprised them and came on the blitz instead and had a pretty clear run to the quarterback.
To try again after the sack. Burrow, this goes out wide for Mixon. So the completion good for just 3. And that'll bring up a 3rd and 11 situation. Now Burrow. And that is incomplete. So the defense able to get off the field here on third down.
And it's one of the goals of the game. They've got to be effective on passing downs. It's one of the few things defenses chart. How did we do on third down? That's a nice start for them in this one.
It'll be a 39-yard punt, 4 on the return, and it'll be Dolphin football. So out comes this offense to take over for the first time. And leading them, Charles, their quarterback, their field general.
And for how good he is throwing the ball, it's his running that makes him so dangerous. He had a couple of touchdowns on the ground in last week's game, so we'll see what they dial up for him for this one.
Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10 at their 38. On play action, they'll throw. And he will not make it back to the line of scrimmage as he's going to be taken down. Sam Hubbard able to record his 5th sack of the season. Well, if they have any thoughts of coming in here and getting this road victory, that's not the way to start it out on the first play of the game.
Yeah, one thing you always say when you go on the road, take the crowd out of the game. They actually brought the crowd into it by permitting that sack right out of the gate.
And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. They'll wind up with positive yardage. It's a gain of 3, but now it's third down. They'll drop to throw. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he's going to be stopped here at the 43, and that is not near enough to pick up the first. Just a 5-yard pickup, and it leads to 4th down. They're going to try and throw. That's caught by his big tight end, Mike Gesicki. And able to pick up the first across midfield to the 47. Both sides were holding their breath there on that 4th down play, and the offense can breathe a sigh of relief.
And both knew exactly where the first down markers were. You know the defense is trying to guard those sticks and try and keep people in front, but somehow, some way, those guys found a way to pick it up.
Now a play fake here on first down. He'll buy some time right. The 20, 10, and all the way in for a Miami touchdown. Jalen Waddle with another touchdown, number 24 on the year. And the Dolphins are going to take a first-quarter lead. Well, you've got to like that start on both sides of the football. You force the 3 and out, and then you score on your first drive.
Well, I know someone who doesn't like that start.
Well, yeah, the other side.
Yeah, they don't like that at all, right? This is not the way it's supposed to be. But what you just described, that's team football, all right? When you get a 3 and out, you're supposed to take advantage of it on the offensive side of the ball. You said, thank you very much for getting us the rock. Let's put it in the end zone, and they did exactly that.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Cincinnati coming back onto the field here for their second drive. And on the first drive, 3 and out. And I know that these are professional athletes, but I would imagine sometimes you get the nerves at the beginning of a game still, don't you?
Those don't ever go away. And typically what I've heard from guys and what I remember from playing, if you don't have nerves at the start of a game, it's not going to be a great day for you. You're not really ready to play. So finding a way to harness those nerves and not let them affect you in a negative way, that's what all the guys are looking for.
Here's a throw out wide, complete to his running back right side. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line.
Well, they use him a lot out of the backfield. He had 5 catches a week ago, and he makes another catch here for good yardage.
Mixon with a first down carry. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3. Back to Mixon on 2nd down. And not much there at all. Maybe a yard up to the 43. This defense for the Dolphins, they were excellent last week in the win over the Chargers.
It was a little bit enlightening talking with the defense coordinator about their performance last week because the feeling was that it was a good, solid performance. They did what they needed to do to get the job done and get the win, but definitely a few lapses that they're looking to correct.
And a good stiff arm and some space to run. Touchdown! A great play there. with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Bengals are an extra point away from tying up this football game.
And boy, CD, it's one thing to watch a great run, but when it's a great run with broken contact, it's like a cherry on top. That was a nice play.
Yeah, and this is one of the best runs you'll see. A lot of times on these long touchdowns, you'll say he gets into the end zone untouched, but not here. He fought his way through contact, and it barely even registered, and he just continued down the field all the way to the end zone.
Point after, right down the middle. And we'll tie our score here in this opening quarter of play. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. Fielded just outside the goal line. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. So the Dolphins offense heading out as we give you a look at the playoff race in the AFC.
And they will be in the playoffs as champs of the AFC East. But as it stands right now, Charles, they still would have to host a game on Wild Card Weekend because they're still looking up at that #1 seed.
And that's when you tell your team, remember, guys, at the beginning of the season, what was our deal? Let's win our division and get to the playoffs. That was job one. Let's not get greedy about the whole thing because whether or not they end up with a first-round bye or not, you and I both know this team's going to be a tough out in the playoffs.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Sliding out of the pocket. And he'll just get rid of it.
Well, I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked up by the USC man, Adoree Jackson.
So a first interception thrown for him there, and that really not the best decision either.
Not at all, and that's something he did not do in their victory last week. No interceptions in that game, but this defense, they're able to take advantage of an early mistake. Now let's see if they're going to turn it into points.
And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. Now after the running play, we've got a man down on the field. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. We'll check on his status when we get back. First down, here's Burrow. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
2nd and 10, a very chilly day here, but no snow. And yeah, I got to say, if it's going to be this cold, I want snow. You should see Charles' face. He's looking at me like I'm crazy. Meanwhile, Burrow's throw caught by Higgins.
And he's got another first down as he's brought down at the Dolphins' 15-yard line. 7-7, our score after 1. On first down, Mixon, and able to surge forward for about 5 yards down to the 10.
And there's a run to be happy with. Good, solid yardage. They'll take that anytime you hand the ball to a back.
Back to Mixon on 2nd down.
And this time he's not going anywhere. They'll get him down right at the line of scrimmage. Dolphins bring on an extra defensive back on 3rd down. Burrow looking to pass. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. Touchdown, Bengals! C.J. Uzomah, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Bengals have taken the lead. Extra point right down the middle. And that makes the score 14-7. A drive that time of 6 plays. And it ends with a Bengals score. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
Miami's offense set and ready to go.
And following the interception, we'll see what they can put together on this drive.
I can hear my old college coach right now. He always used to tell us before every game, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. What they're hoping is that that last mistake is the only one of the game.
Coaches, that's all they talk about, turnovers, right?
Minimizing those and maximizing opportunities.
He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked up by Jesse Bates. And he brings it back to right around the 26-yard line. Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. They will throw on first down with Burrow. And this is going to be caught, but they'll say out of bounds. So it's incomplete.
I think we can all understand what they're thinking right now. They take over the ball in field goal range after the turnover, so they've got that in their hip pocket. But they've got to go for the end zone and turn this into bigger points. Their thinking is a touchdown is really what they should get from starting here. Getting 3 points at the end of this drive, that would feel disappointing.
They haven't made much of this great starting field position they had. Here's 3rd and 6. Nowhere to turn this time, and he goes down. Sacked back at the 29. Chase Young, he's the culprit, and that is now his 13th sack of the season as his great year continues. The kick by Pinheiro is good. And they will move up by 10 now, 17-7.
So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx it.
Out comes the Miami offensive unit now. They get set to take over. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to...
And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race.
You know they pay me.
And all the way in for a Miami touchdown.
Jalen Waddle,
his 25th touchdown. Tying Emmitt Smith for the 5th most in one season. And the Dolphins strike quickly here for 6 points.
I think it's fair to say there's nothing that gets a crowd to its feet quite like a big play, and that was something special there. Boy, was he moving.
And that's the kind of play where you have to kind of catch your breath afterwards. So just give me a second here, because when he shifted into high gear, he was an absolute blur out there. No substitute for speed. We talk about that all the time. The evidence was right there.
This fielded right at the goal line. And he won't get this to the 20-yard line as he's down at the 19.
Now the Cincinnati offense ready to see what they can do here. And they're not going to play this conservative, I don't think. They had the field goal last time, and they're up, but they're looking to put a drive in the end zone.
Oh, I agree with you totally. No one goes out on the field and says, all right, let's just settle for 3, except in certain situations, trying to ice a game, that sort of deal. Most of the time, it's end zone, and that's what you're thinking, and I believe that's exactly what they're thinking as they begin this one.
Yeah, no quarterback ever goes out there saying, hey, let's get 3, right?
Not one that I've ever met.
They'll run on first down. Mixon, and he'll be brought down just shy of the 45. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
Burrow going to give this to Mixon.
Shreds the tackle.
And he's got a Bengals first down as he's got this up to the 45-yard line.
We use the word relentless a lot with guys who are aggressive on the field. In this case, it really fits, doesn't it? How about his ability to break tackles and his feet never stop moving?
On 1st and 10, Joe Burrow. Pass incomplete, but the flag in the backfield, and this might be a roughing call. The hit comes late. We saw it. There's your flag.
And we know that there's a guideline, right? Ball's gone. You get 1 step. If you're within 1 step of the quarterback, you can hit him as long as it's still done legally. But anything outside of that looks like an extra step was involved.
Breaks through the contact and still fighting. Touchdown!
Jamar Chase
sixth touchdown of the season. And the Bengals, they widen their lead. Had the option to hand that one off and run it himself, but instead, a really easy, quick pass.
I like the way they made a decisive decision and got it right to the receiver. One move later, he's in the end zone.
The extra point splits the uprights, and his guys will take a 10-point lead. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. So now here come the Dolphins. And following that long touchdown pass, a one-play drive last time, see if the defense, you know they're ready. They don't want that to happen again.
And you would have thought they would have been ready the last time. That's what you work on all the time. Make sure that no one gets behind you. That's the cardinal sin of defense, not giving up the long pass. They did. Let's see how they adjust.
Took just one play to move all the way to the 44 as they try again on first down. The play action fake. They'll look to throw. Throwing left side, it's complete. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. Coming up in a couple of minutes, we'll get you to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. The coach will have stats and scores from earlier today in the NFL. They'll look to throw here on first down. Eluding the pressure right.
He'll get this complete to his running back, Bowden.
And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
I think we can safely say that those types of plays are the backbone of this offense. We know not every run's going to be a big hitter, but you know they'll take that type of result on each and every attempt.
From the 7, it's 2nd and 5.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And he's brought down right at the 5-yard line. Give him 2 on the play. With a heavy set out there. 3 tight ends in the formation for 3rd and 3. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. The Dolphins going to take their second timeout as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go before halftime. First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. They'll try and sneak it here. Then he takes it into the end zone for the Dolphin touchdown. The sneak successful from a yard out. And the Dolphins get a late score here in the final minute of the first half. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And the lead is down to a field goal. So the drive winds up going 75 yards in 7 plays. And it was capped off by the quarterback sneak for 6.
Pulls it in at the 13. And good starting field position. He'll get this one all the way up to about the 35-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going.
And they may just be content to take this 3-point lead and head into the locker room.
Open man is Uzama. Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 25 seconds to go here in half number 1. A good gain on first has them set up with second and just a couple of inches now from the 29. Burrow will throw. Quick hitter here. It's complete. The Bengals going to use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half. Throwing now, Burrow on first down. Oh, he'll let one go deep for Higgins. And that one going to be off target and incomplete.
Not only did he have a chance to scan the field there, it felt like he had a chance to scan it twice. The protection was that good. Unfortunately for him, the coverage downfield, equally good.
To the sideline, and that is a heck of a catch as he was able to get both feet in. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. And now they'll take a timeout defensively. After the second down play, they burn the timeout, making him sweat out the final few ticks here in the second quarter. And this is going to wind up left. Well struck, but it's no good. So we've reached halftime here on New Year's Eve. As we'll head due to time constraints, we move you forward in today's broadcast to the beginning of the third quarter.
Okay, Coach, thanks as always. This one's still anyone's game as we welcome you back for quarter number 3.
The final 2 quarters of the NFL regular season are upon us as the second half of Week 17 is underway. The Dolphins getting set to go back to work here in quarter number 3. They do trail, but they have a chance to possess the football first to try and do something about it.
And that certainly makes it something of an important drive for them, because is it going to win the game? No, but you have to do something to bring some life to your sideline.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive.
He gets this one complete to Bowden.
And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35.
I'll tell you what, a lot of those mid-range throws have been available, because sometimes teams get too concerned about the deep ball and they leave too much space in front of them. And these guys have been taking advantage so far.
They run on first down as they're able to get this forward for about 4.
Well, you don't turn your nose up at a gain of 4, do you? They'll take that on first down. Playbook's got to be pretty well open on 2nd and 6.
And to give this time to the tailback. And he'll go down right around the 47 this time.
Brandon, I think you and I were both raised the same way in the game of football. You run to set up the pass, but I think we've discovered in this NFL, a lot of teams pass to set up the run. And that's what they've done throughout this game. They've aired it out, thrown it around the yard. Now they've come back to the running game, and they find a way to be successful with it.
Now a handoff here to his running back. Despite the strong run, he'll be hit and dropped shy of the 45. 3 yards is half of what they needed. Now can they get the other 3 here on 3rd down?
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
From the gun, he'll hand this off.
And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. Now after the running play, we've got a man down on the field. While the training staff works on him, we'll step aside and be right back. And he'll give it here to his running back. And a short gain there down to the 37-yard line. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
They know that old expression, it's not my night. It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. Give him 6 yards on the carry. It's going to be 3rd and 3 now. Frustrating for a defense, energizing for an offense. Finding a way to create that type of yardage in your running game, that'll make the guys carrying the ball very, very happy. And to give this time to the tailback. And he's going to be taken down here, still a couple yards short of the first. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it's going to leave him with a 4th down.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
From here, this would have been a 48-yarder, but no, they're going to go for it. They run. It's Williams. And he is not going anywhere. They stop him for no gain. He needed to, but he doesn't come anywhere close. And the Bengals will get the football back.
Burrow and the Bengals with a 1st and 10
at the 31-yard line.
He'll hand it off here. This is Mixon.
And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. A good gain on first. Has him set up with second and just a couple of inches now from the 29. Once again, they run with Mixon. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. Officially, it will go as a 1-yard loss, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down.
I'll tell you what, this defense hasn't played its best, but they're still right in this football game. And if they keep making plays just like that, they're going to give their offense a chance.
They give to Mixon to try to pick it up. And he will have 1st down yardage as he's brought down at the 41.
Most of their damage has been done through the air. I mean, they've rung the bell 3 times with passing touchdowns. But guess what? Ground game has not been neglected. Nice little burst right there.
And now they will throw it with Burrow.
Oh, he'll let one go deep for Higgins.
And at the 7-yard line, the catch is made. And he'll be marked down deep on Miami's side of the field. A big play there for Cincinnati. They'll give it to Mixon, and he'll take this into the end zone for Bengal TD.
Joe Mixon
with his 16th touchdown of the year. And the Bengals are able to grow their lead. A solid blocking up front from the guys on the offensive line allowed him to get in for the touchdown.
Yeah, some might say that the guys on the offensive line were in concert. I used to have a coach who called it marrying up, meaning when you get on a guy, you just stay right there. Each guy has his own assignment. That allowed the runner to make the big move towards the end zone.
And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25. Miami set to take over.
And last time this unit was out here, costly turnover, and then that turned into 6 points. They've got to make amends.
And how many times have we sat in meetings with coaches and they use the term complementary football? Offense take care of the defense, defense take care of the offense. That didn't happen on the last possession. This is a chance for them to pick themselves back up and help their team.
Yeah, we'll see if they can recoup and recover. They go play action here on 1st down. Looking left side, and it's complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Back to throw now on 1st down. Flushed out right. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play, and that'll make this a 2nd down. 1 quarter remains here on a Sunday night. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now in Cincinnati. It's Dolphin football, but they trail here as we get set for the 4th. Now this one complete downfield on the left side. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20.
Well, every drive from here out is definitely crucial and critical. They know that they need to get at least 3 here to get it back to a 1-score game. But I can't imagine that in their huddle that they're thinking at all about getting a field goal. They want to get into the end zone and then try and get the ball back again.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. That's caught. Touchdown, Dolphins!
Jalen Waddle,
his 26th touchdown, drawing even with Marshall Faulk for the 4th most in a single season.
And the Dolphins have made it a 1-score game again here in the 4th.
Extra point up and good by Sanders. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Bengal offense on their way out as we look at the playoff race in the AFC. And with the final fortnight of games upon us, teams jockeying for position. Some of these games really starting to take enormous importance as they always do this time of year.
I like how you use fortnight.
Hey, you're impressed,
Yeah, I am impressed. That means 2 weeks, if I'm not mistaken, correct?
That does.
But how about exactly what you're talking about? Going down the stretch, how much importance is placed on these games. Look, everyone talks about every game's important. When you get to this time of year, maybe that importance gets quadrupled. And that's where we are right now to see who can make their last run, their last push to get into the playoffs.
Now the Bengals on 3rd down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6. Oh, he'll let one go deep for Higgins. And unable to connect. Incomplete. I'll give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
That's an excellent job right there on 3rd down. Like any defense, you never want to let them get anything started, and that would have been a 1st down. Instead, you saw the contact on time, no penalty, and before this drive could get wings, it's 4th down.
It'll be a 39-yard punt, no return, and out will come the offense as they take over. Now a handoff here to his running back. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. They'll run it here with Bowden. And to the 36-yard line, taken down there after getting 8 yards.
That was a good run, and it got to the 2nd level. And what I mean by that is that's where the linebackers usually play. First level being the defensive front, last level being the secondary. But the strong safety position ended up making the tackle. And oftentimes we call them a hybrid. Combination defensive back, combination linebacker. We saw the linebacker make the stop. And that's why you spend a 1st-round draft pick on a running back. Not for just the fancy runs, but these dirty, gritty 3rd and 1s, 3rd and 2s. That's why you draft him.
The throw here caught by Devontae Parker. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. They run with Bowden, and no room to maneuver there. Give him a yard up to the 47.
This is what happens sometimes when you abandon the running game. It's hard to get back to it because once guys get out of that mentality of firing out and hitting people, hard to get them started again occasionally.
They stay on the ground this time. It's Williams. And he is going to have the Dolphins' 1st down as they're able to convert on 3rd and short yardage with a gain of 4. So the Dolphins have it as we welcome you back in. They come up on a 1st and 10, desperately needing a score here on what could be their final drive. And a quick shuffle pass here is complete. And he's out of bounds as he gets this down to the 45. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down. He'll look to throw. Past the 20. And all the way in for a Miami touchdown. Jalen Waddle with touchdown number 27. That ties Priest Holmes for the 3rd most in a single year. And the Dolphins are going to jump back in front. So now a big play here as the Dolphins will go for the 2. They're going to try and run. And he is going to get in. But there is a flag down. And this is in the area of holding. So on the big tight end, holding.
Each and every year, we talk about very few tight ends coming into the league that are polished blockers or asked to do it a lot in college. So it's a constant struggle and a constant fight to learn how to do it without holding.
Still an important piece of business to take care of, the extra point. Oh, and now they're going to fake it. It's a wobbler, and it's intercepted. And they have the football and will take over at the 24-yard line. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. And this will be a touchback, so they'll bring it out to the 25. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now.
Oh, you saw that one coming. It's intercepted. Thrown back across his body. Picked up by Xavier Howard.
And the Dolphins have just about sewn up this football game. Well, you knew you had to take some chances here with the clock winding down, needing a touchdown to win it, and that one might have just sealed their fate.
Yeah, and that's the nature of the 2-minute drill. The offense trying to go downfield and make their plays. But defenses, they're sitting back watching everything that they do, but not too far back. They want to be in position to make a play on the ball, and that they did.
And he's going to bowl his way forward to the 48. Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. Now it looks like he'll throw here. On the right side open is Gesicki. The Bengals going to use the second of their timeouts. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. Now the Bengals going to signal for their third and final timeout as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5. Now after the running play, we've got a man down on the field. While the training staff takes a peek, we'll take a break.
Here's a handoff out of the gun.
And he is going to have the first down, and that is going to suck the life right out of this crowd.
But they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
Going to give this time to the tailback. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down. Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll be brought down at the 21, just shy of the 20 in the red zone. And now we'll get a timeout here. They're able to stop it with 1 second to go in this game. So the field goal unit is on the field as this is a big spot right here. And it's a fake. He's going to throw it. And it's complete. They're going to get the first. So a victory here for the Miami Dolphins. And it took a big fourth quarter to do it. But bottom line, they got the job done.
Yeah, it is the bottom line, isn't it? A few anxious